This transformative process helps you explore the hidden parts of yourself, those aspects that you might be unaware of or have chosen to ignore. The term shadow was first coined by the renowned psychologist Carl Jung. It refers to the unconscious part of our personality that contains all the traits, impulses, and instincts that we deem unacceptable or incompatible with our conscious self-image. Shadow work is about bringing these repressed parts into awareness, acknowledging them, and integrating them into our conscious life. This can lead to greater authenticity, creativity, and emotional freedom. So let's embark on this journey together. Part 1. Identifying your shadow. The first step in doing shadow work is identifying your shadow. This can be challenging because the shadow is, by nature, hidden from our conscious awareness. However, there are several ways you can begin to uncover it. Reflection on emotional reactions. Start by observing your emotional reactions to people or situations. Strong, immediate emotional responses, especially negative ones, can be indicators of shadow aspects. Ask yourself, what traits in others make me feel uncomfortable or angry? What qualities do I find intolerable? Dream analysis. Pay attention to your dreams, as they are a direct route to the unconscious. Dreams can reveal our hidden fears, desires, and shadows through symbols. Keeping a dream journal and reflecting on the themes and characters that make you feel uneasy can provide insights into your shadow. Projection. Projection is a defense mechanism where we attribute qualities we don't accept in ourselves to others. Notice patterns in your criticisms of others. These might actually reflect aspects of yourself that you deny or dislike. Part 2. Engaging with your shadow. Once you have identified elements of your shadow, the next step is to engage with these aspects. Dialogue with the shadow. Set aside time to have an internal dialogue with your shadow aspects. You might visualize sitting across from the part of yourself that embodies these traits and have a conversation. Ask questions like, why are you a part of me? And what do you need from me? Creative expression. Use creative outlets, such as writing, art, or music, to express your shadow. For example, you could write a letter from the perspective of your shadow, or create a piece of art that represents its qualities. This helps to externalize those hidden aspects and understand them better. Mindfulness and meditation. Practice mindfulness and meditation to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This helps in recognizing and accepting shadow aspects when they surface in your everyday life. Part 3. Integrating the shadow. Integration is perhaps the most crucial part of shadow work. This doesn't mean acting out every dark impulse, but rather acknowledging these hidden parts and finding healthy expressions for them. Acceptance. Accepting your shadow is vital. Acknowledge that every aspect of your shadow has a role to play in your psyche and can contribute to your overall well-being. Finding balance. Look for ways to balance your traits. For instance, if you discover a hidden aggression in your shadow, you might channel this energy into competitive sports or assertiveness in your professional life. Seeking professional help. Sometimes integrating the shadow can be challenging and emotionally intense. If you feel overwhelmed, consider seeking help from a psychotherapist, especially one familiar with Jungian psychology. Part 4. Maintaining awareness of the shadow. After beginning to integrate your shadow, the journey is far from over. Shadow work is an ongoing process that requires continuous self-awareness and maintenance. Here are some strategies to help you stay connected to and aware of your shadow. Regular self-reflection. Establish a routine of regular self-reflection. This could be through daily journaling, weekly self-assessments, or routine meditative practices. Reflect on changes in your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. Note any recurrence of old patterns or emergence of new ones that might suggest shadow aspects resurfacing or evolving. Continuous learning. Engage with literature, workshops, and courses on psychology and personal development. Learning more about different aspects of human psychology can provide new insights into your own behaviors and motivations, helping you recognize and integrate new elements of your shadow. Feedback from others. Sometimes it's challenging to see ourselves objectively. Trusted friends, family members, or colleagues can offer valuable insights. Their observations can help you identify blind spots or shadow traits you haven't noticed. Remember to approach this feedback with openness and without defensiveness. Part 5. the role of the shadow in personal growth. Embracing your shadow can significantly enhance your personal development. Here's how engaging with your shadow contributes to growth. Increased emotional intelligence. By acknowledging and integrating your shadow, you gain a deeper understanding of your emotional landscape and a greater capacity to handle various emotional states. This can improve your relationships and your ability to navigate complex social dynamics. Enhanced creativity. Many artists, writers, and musicians have tapped into their shadow to fuel their creative output. The shadow often holds repressed ideas and emotions that, when accessed, can unleash powerful creative energy. Greater authenticity. As you integrate your shadow, you become more authentic. Embracing the full spectrum of your personality diminishes the need for pretense and allows you to be more genuine in all aspects of life. Resilience. Facing and integrating your shadow builds psychological resilience. It teaches you to confront and transform difficulties instead of fearing them, providing a more robust approach to life's challenges. Part 6. Common challenges in shadow work. Shadow work is not without its challenges. Understanding these common difficulties can prepare you for the journey and help you navigate it more effectively. Here are some of the obstacles you might encounter. Resistance. Resistance is perhaps the most frequent challenge in shadow work. You might find yourself denying certain traits or rationalizing certain behaviors to avoid confronting uncomfortable truths. Awareness of this tendency is the first step toward overcoming it. Be patient with yourself and recognize resistance as a sign that you are approaching something significant that needs attention. Emotional discomfort. Delving into repressed emotions and memories can be painful. It's natural to feel sadness, anger, fear, or grief as you uncover aspects of your shadow. It's important to create a safe emotional space for yourself during this process and to proceed at a pace that feels manageable. Overwhelm. The depth and breadth of the shadow can sometimes feel overwhelming. If you feel swamped, it may help to focus on one aspect at a time or to take breaks from shadow work to integrate your discoveries. Isolation. Sometimes in your journey through shadow work, you might feel like you are going through this process alone, or you might worry that others won't understand or accept your discoveries. Seeking community, such as support groups or workshops focused on shadow work, can provide essential encouragement and perspective. Part 7. Techniques for overcoming challenges. To overcome the challenges in shadow work, consider these techniques. Gradual exposure. Instead of diving in all at once, gradually expose yourself to your shadow aspects. Like adjusting to cold water, this method allows your psyche to adapt without shock. Professional support. Therapists, especially those trained in Jungian psychology, can provide invaluable guidance. They can offer a structured and safe environment to explore deep psychological issues. Art and creativity. Use art to express feelings that might be hard to articulate verbally. This can be therapeutic and provide a nonverbal outlet for your emotions. Body work. Practices such as yoga, dance, or martial arts can help embody the shadow work. Physical activity can release pent-up emotions and stress, aiding in the integration process. Part 8. Reinforcing your progress. To maintain and reinforce the progress you've made in shadow work, consider these strategies. Regular reviews. Periodically review your journal entries, artworks, or any records you have from your shadow work. This can help you see your progress over time and remind you of insights you may have forgotten. Renew your commitment. Periodically renew your commitment to your shadow work. This can be a formal ritual or a simple declaration of intent. This reaffirmation can strengthen your resolve and remind you of the value of this work. Celebrate your growth. Acknowledge and celebrate your growth. This could be through sharing your journey with close friends, allowing yourself a reward for your hard work, or simply taking a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Conclusion and further steps. Engaging in shadow work is a profound commitment to personal honesty and integrity. It's a lifelong journey that enriches your life and deepens your understanding of yourself and others. As you continue this work, remember that each step forward integrates not just your individual experiences, but also connects you with a shared human experience, promoting a deeper sense of unity and compassion towards others. As you progress in your shadow work, You may encounter periods of resistance or difficulty. These are normal and part of the process. Persist through these phases with compassion and curiosity about yourself. If you ever feel stuck or overwhelmed, consider seeking support from mental health professionals who can provide guidance tailored to your personal journey. Thank you for your commitment to this transformative work. I hope this guide serves you well on your path to becoming a more whole, integrated, and authentic person. If you have any questions or need further details on any part of this guide, feel free to ask. Your journey is uniquely yours, and every step you take is valuable.